อันนี้คือตัว I ไง VOI อ่ะตัวนี้เนาะคุณไปดูแล้วกันนะมันก็ถ้าบนOkay, guys. So today the market condition isn't really good, right? BTC is now at 95k. It just dropped to about 93 to 94. So I think let's not focus on the graph, and instead let's see on the pre-sale. There's a few pre-sales going on at this moment. The last time I was talking about Bob, right, built on Bitcoin. This time there's another one more interesting at this moment. I'm going to talk about a protocol which integrates Hyperliquid, GMX, and a few others, like, well, it's on different chains. It's called VOOI. Maybe it's read as VOI or something, right? Thing is, they held the sale on Legion. Legion is a launch pad, but I don't want to access it and give it out to public. You guys will see my email on the left side, so never mind that. I'll not be entering the my Legion account. Instead, I'm going to read up what's happening on Legion at the moment, right? What is VOI? I'll pronounce it as VOI, okay? So VOI is an aggregator for multiple platforms. So think of it. If you're going to GMX or you're going to Hyperliquid, you have to access through different websites. So you have to open different tabs, right? But if you're using this VOI dApp, it will be all in the same. You can access it through the VOI dApp. It's only one application. You do not have to go to other websites. It's called an aggregator. So what do they do? Okay, there's not much information. You can go to the X and you can see they have a point system. It's probably for airdrop. They haven't raised any funding rounds from what I see, but they were incubated by Binance Lab. It's currently called Yeezy Labs. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeezy Labs, maybe. Let's just call them Binance Lab. So what people are expecting is VOI will be listed on Binance soon. So once you have purchased, once the TGE is live, VOI will go to Binance, or maybe a few days after that. That's what people are expecting. So you see, they're currently raising. They have raised 1.25 million in eco, and currently is the pre-liquid round held on Legion, which is they call it pre-liquid because they're almost liquid. So this will be the final round. The term is quite favorable to investors. the FDV, the full valuation is valued as 100 112 $112.5 million. The target max cap on Legion is 1.25 million. Unlock period 100% at TGE, and they promised the TGE to be on early December, but I hope it's really on early December because the market situation is pretty bad at the moment. But people are registering for ICO, a lot of us, because they're expecting to wait only 1 month. So people doesn't like putting their money and waiting for years. So I told you the hard cap is 1.25 million, right? But at this moment, it's only less than 4 hours. There's already allocation requested as high as almost 3 million. So that's like 2.5 oversubscribed at the moment. So, and it's only less than 4 hours. So we're expecting to get maybe like 10 million. So it'll be like 10 times oversubscribed. It'll be a hard one for those without Legion score or non-contributor to really get any of part of this sale. Okay, so there's another thing. I told you that the hard cap is 1.25 million, right? But the entire pool, they dedicated only 75% to the community, to the Legion, to everyone, to public. The rest, 25%, will be allocated as whitelist to the people who participated in a cookie DAO. So if you're wondering what a cookie DAO is, it's this one. Yeah, this one. Cookie DAO. Cookie.fund. They call it information finance, whatever you want to call it. It's actually a dApp that have an AI or a bot crawling around Twitter and pulling up informations. So if you're writing something about VOOI, you'll be given it has to be something, a quality content, and you're given points. The better you're writing based on the AI, the more points you will achieve. So they're allocated 25% to top people who on Cookie DAO who wrote a lot about VOOI. So 25% of the pools is gone to the cookies writers as whitelist, and you never know who they are. Okay, so the problem now is it'll be oversubscribed by 10x. So how will the criteria be? As at the moment, there's nothing being said, so we really don't know what's the real criteria is. But what I can tell you is the valuation as 112 million isn't really high. I'm expecting at least 200 million, and maybe could go up to 400, 500 at TGE and slowly goes down. Well, if it's incubated by Binance, I'm expecting VOOI to have to give a certain number of token supply to Binance to maintain as liquidity. So what happens there? Well, Binance will probably sell them or short them. It's business, right? Oh, so this is their website. So the sales will be held on Legion. So if you're someone who's interested in ICO, well, welcome to Legion. Feel free to register for the ICO, right? Just want to let you know one more thing. This is the information that I think everyone could access. It's a website called DeFi Llama. It's to check for information on VOOI. You see here the perp aggregator volume. They started keeping the information from May 2024 last year. The volume wasn't really impressive. It's like like 8-digit per day, but it spikes on August. You see, on August it spikes to 100 million. But something that's really caught me off guard is last month on October, the volume spikes so high that it goes reach up 300 million. Yeah, you see, goes up to 100 million, 140, 200 million. You guys can see it. Man, sorry for it. Let me close my picture and so you guys can see it. Again, you have seen this, right? This is the entire year 2024. The volume isn't really that impressive. At the start of 2025, the volume also isn't really impressive, but it spikes during July and August and slowly goes up again on October. So here you see, from October, the volume spikes to 200 million, and today we're on we're at 17th of November. The volume spikes to 300 million. See, 400 million at its peak. I have a gut feeling saying that this volume isn't really the appropriate volume. It's not stable. It doesn't goes up like this. Yeah, it's like it peaks up as exponential during the campaign of TGE. So people are expecting maybe airdrop campaign, maybe their Discord, the developer, they have revealed that when the season will end, when the calculation for the airdrop will be. So people are trying to get as much as volume as possible during this period. There's another thing that I want you guys to see is the on-chain volume. You can see most of the volume being traded is on Arbitrum, yeah, and the second is Hyperliquid and orderly off-chain. Well, it's like the primary one is always on Arbitrum for some reason. I don't even know why is that. So let's consider it. There's no fee. We don't know how much fee they get. So if you really want to invest in this project, you may consider about the buyback thing, because what I'm expecting is once the TGE happens, people will dump to get profit because it's 100% TGE unlocked. Then what happens to the price of the token? You see Hyperliquid, you see Aster, you see Avantis, everyone will buy back using the revenue gained from the users. So in this case, VOOI, I really don't know whether they'll be able to buy back, because well, there's no information on the fees, how much they collected in the previous days. It's like very limited information. Someone will maybe need to run the numbers, but as aggregator, it's very different. So you're not actually the one charging the fees. Being an aggregator means you have very, very thin margin, because well, you if you want to be rich being an aggregator, you have to be really, really big, like 1H, because the volume of the Ethereum is very big. So that's why 1H get a lot of fees. But in this case, I'm really skeptical whether they'll really get a lot of fees. Maybe they will get some comfortable revenue for the team. But as a token holder, I think it's something you need to consider there. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to end my live here. So in case you are interested to listen, please subscribe and give me some likes. Okay, so I will consider what we'll talk on our next live. We have a lot of ICOs coming. I think it'll be interesting. So thank you for being here and have a good day.